Alright, hello again, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with Magical Diary Warple. Again! Yes, that's right, again. Don't tell me you thought that my content would end just because we finished one single character's route. No, don't be silly. While she is probably my favourite character, she is also the only character that I've ever gotten intimate with in this game. So, we are going to use our time magic-y wizardry powers, which Professor Potsdam and Professor Grabner warned you about, and going back in time to redo this all again. We do still have the knowledge of how to cheat the exams, so we're set in that regard. Gallery, what's in the gallery? Oh, look at this. These are all the achievements that we got. Wow. Very good. Expelled Y from victory. Cool. Interesting. Chibi CGs? Oh, we are missing a Chibi CG. Other CGs. It's her! Player CG. Oh. Oh. Oh, my heart. My heart. Okay. We're gonna have to go back in, and we need to settle on our appearance. So previously we used this type of style. We had these bright big eyes, and we had blue eyes, green eyes. Yes, green eyes. This is what we looked like last time. I think we're gonna change our style a little bit, you know. I think this time we're gonna have long hair. Honestly, makes us look a bit girlish. But it's, you know, there's no harm in that. Let's see. I think I'll just go with this one. I could go full on Sephiroth and just do white. Bada bing, bada boom. My mother is an alien that crash landed on Earth and is trying to summon a meteor. Yeah. Whoa. Look at that. Gives us a stripe. Wow. And that's tailored to each of these hairstyles. They coloured this in differently for each hairstyle. Okay, let's do rainbow coloured hair. Spiky, wavy. I really like the wavy. I think I like this, honestly. Eye colour, we could go for a purple. We could go for a red. Ooh, blue looks pretty cool. I also like the light purple. Let's go with the light purple, shall we? And we could do thin eyes like that. Yeah, look at us. Oh, my cat seems to have found a bag in my room. Yes, Tannis, I can see you. Yeah, he's pretending like I can't see him. Anyway, enough of that. We are going back into done. Oh, we forgot to name ourselves. Okay, hold on. Not quite done yet. We picked wavy hair, we picked that, we picked that colour eyes, we picked this colour skin. Yeah, and what else? Was that it? Okay, we need to name ourselves. So, we are still Charles Wynn. As per normal. We're a different Charles Wynn though. We're slightly more learned, and we're trying something different this time around. America. It was like walking onto the set of a television series. The houses all standing apart, the wide roads, the sidewalks with their curious squares, as if you could pick them up and set them down again in a new pattern. My parents and I arrived in the country 1 week before school would begin, to give me a chance to visit the cities I had read about, and to give them a chance to be sure that this land was not a guns wild battle zone. A week's not much time to explore when most of these states are bigger than our country, but it's not exactly my last chance. I have a whole year here at Iris Academy to learn about the world. And apparently 1 year is approximately 24 episodes, but because we already know what we're doing, we might be able to skip a few cutscenes here and there, and get to the stuff a little bit quicker. I will be doing this introduction again. I'm not sure if I'll be doing this for any future playthroughs, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we get there. For now, it's a good reminder of how our journey started. We're starting... Listen to this. Yeah, we're starting fresh and new, again. My parents sent me to campus in a taxi by myself to be sure that no one at school would see them. They even remembered to leave me enough dollars for a tip. I hope I did it right. So this is it. Iris Academy, a secret school of magic in the hills of Vermont. It's not the only wizarding school in the States, but students from all over the country live and learn here. It somehow looks less foreign than the rest of the states. I guess maybe witches and wizards aren't so different no matter where you go. I'm meant to be meeting a friend of the family here. Well, friend isn't really the word. There you are. He looks me up and down and doesn't seem impressed. Mr. Wynn, is it? Is that what you're choosing to call yourself for the duration? That's right, Charles Wynn. I suppose it will have to do. Come with me then, I will show you to your room. His name is Hieronymus Grabiner. He is a professor here at Iris Academy, one of those responsible for teaching the freshman classes. Originally British, he still holds an accent that marks him out from among the locals. I wonder how long I would have to stay here before I sounded like one of them. Here we are. You'll be residing in Wolf Hall, the traditional grouping for young men with an interest in sport and brawling. Quite literally a roughhouse. I might have thought, considering your background, that you would have selected Falcon Hall. It would make a more useful environment for fostering social connections. Tell me, Charles, why a wolf? Have you ever watched American television? The jocks are always the big men on campus. I prefer not to watch such things. Trust me, if I want to be popular, I'd need to show that I'm fit and down to earth. An ordinary football-loving guy. That's what they like. He unlocks the door for me, then hands me the key. This will be your room. Your parents sent some of your belongings ahead. I walk ahead to see where I will be living. I felt like I was here just 10 minutes ago. Which, I probably wasn't. I was probably still dancing with Barbara 10 minutes ago as of recording. There's a bed, a desk, a lot of books, and a frisbee I found in a cheap toy store once. Too bad I don't have a dog to fetch it for me. Professor Grabner steps in after me. In ordinary circumstances, all students are assigned roommates. Your family, however, negotiated a special exemption. Somewhat counterproductive to go to such efforts to hide your identity and then demand special treatment. However, no one asked for my opinion. He really is just as grumpy as my parents warned me he would be. I am not certain why you are here at all. Your parents claimed they wished for you to learn about other ways, yet Iris Academy is well known to be the most European of American schools. It is true that you would never have been accepted for study at Sacred Smoke, but there are other options. St. John's, Mississippi, the Root represent a blending of disparate American traditions. Training in hoodoo there would bring a valuable perspective to your magic. The pentachromatic system taught here, however, is not so different from your own. What then is the point? Hey, I'm not an expert, I'm just starting out. If the way they do things here is too different, it will confuse me when I go back home to finish studying, right? This is just a taste of what it's like to be somewhere else. When I'm older, I can study in more depth. I think this was the option I picked last time. I was going to save it for later, but since it's come up now, as of the dialogue choices I'm going to be picking, I'm going to try and pick different things, but there will probably be some overlap. Reasonable. Oh, I was wondering, do you have a list of the freshman class? Like, is there someone I should be looking out for? People not to cross, noble families that might recognize me. Noble families in the traditional sense do not exist in this land. At least not among those wizards of European descent. If the natives have such traditions, they keep them very quiet. He flips open a large book to display a list of names. The most prominent students for you to be aware of in your year are the Dansons and young Jacob Blazing. The Danson family is famed for their hospitality and commonly host visitors from around the world. They may have heard of your family by reputation. Mr. Blazing's fathers are known for their wealth and social connections. They might recognize you, but their son, I judge, will not. I scan through the list of freshmen. Reverend Darkstar. Is that some sort of traditional name here? is no more her birth name than Charles Wynn is yours. She is a wild seed and chose it for herself. Nothing interesting there then. I keep looking. Tyrannus Lenshi? Is he really? Okay, I need to look this up. It did not come up before, but I need to find out what a Lenshi is. Hold on. What's the meaning of Lenshi? What type of name? What? How do? This site isn't giving me anything. Nope. Okay, that was a very useful site. Thank you very much. Lenshi. Apparently, it's a last name. What if I click on images? Okay, just give me images of random people. And, the store. I don't know. Anyway, enough distractions. Is he really a... Yes. Keep your distance. I would rather not have to explain that to your parents. Getting anywhere near a Lenshi is probably a bad idea. This would be the perfect time to have an underline here. Just developers, if you're watching, this would be a good opportunity to do that. It could just be their family name, in which case I'm not... I mean, I don't know anything about the world building. Pastel. Oh, that girl with the wings. I've met with her, but it was a long time ago. She probably won't recognize me. Miss Rao is assigned to Butterfly Hall. With forewarning, you may be able to avoid her. He closes the book. The request to keep your identity hidden requires that I not be seen giving you too much special attention. William Danson is a senior in Wolf Hall. He will be assigned to serve as your guide. You should avoid seeking me out except in case of emergency. He pauses. Do you know why your parents sent you to me in particular? Every European noble family knows exactly why a young Hieronymus Grabiner fled to the United States, but I'm not sure how safe it is to mention it. I am a living reminder of your cost of carelessness. One word out of line and you threaten the existence of all you hold dear. I assume your parents brought you here through the high roads? I nod cautiously. Fools. They think only of their own convenience. Tell no one. Do not speak of the other world under any circumstance. If you endanger any of my students through your stupidity, I will kill you myself. He didn't promise, so that might not be serious. He straightens. I will leave you to situate yourself. Mr. Danson should be along soon. Good day. He leaves. For what feels like the first time in my life, I am all alone. No parents, no servants, no guardian spirits, just me. I flop back onto the bed on my own in America. I hope the hamburgers and chili does show up soon. Late morning, Sunday, September 1st. A while later, someone knocks on the door. It is William Danson. Hi, you must be our exchange student. Charles, right? That's right. He offers me a firm handshake. William Danson, incoming senior class president, which means I got elected last year, and I'm still in the position for another month. Also, a fellow wolf, as you can see, which is why I've been assigned to be your guide while you get used to our school. I don't think we've ever had an exchange student at Iris, not while I've been here, so there's no standard tour prepared. You can ask me anything you like, and I'll come by a few times to warn you about events. Is your roommate here yet? I don't have one. I open the door and invite him inside. Huh, that's weird. I was going to explain. A lot of freshmen don't like having to share rooms, you know, but this school really values compromise and social integration. Learning to work as a team with your roommates is meant to be one of the tests. I've never heard of anyone starting out solo. Well, I guess since I'm not staying for the whole 4 years, they probably thought it wouldn't be fair. If someone else got used to me and then I left, I mean. Suppose it's not up to either of us anyway, it just seems strange. Maybe it wasn't a good idea for my parents to make that request. I really wanted to be in my own space, but I didn't think it would be such a big deal. So, a few things you should know. Tomorrow morning there'll be an assembly for all the freshmen, where Professor Potsdam, she's the headmistress, will welcome you. Normally you can set your own schedule after that. However, as your guide, I can say for your first week you should set one class in each of the 5 colors of magic. You'll never remember the details of the pentagrammatic system from Professor Potsdam's overview. Once you've had a taste of each kind of magic, you'll have a much better idea what you'd want to focus on. After the first week, you can do what you like. It's your choice how you think you'll learn best. Study only one color, if you think it suits you. Spend time in the gym, take a day off when you need to. What happens to students who take every day off? See, that's another test. You have the freedom to set your own priorities, but if you don't take your work seriously, eventually you'll fail too many exams. If you build up too many demerits, you'll get kicked out. There's plenty of time to help you if you think you're slipping, though. If you have trouble with your exams, just ask for advice before the next one. Nobody wants a student to fail. Any other questions? Okay. What's the best color of magic? Whatever suits you best. Really, it's all about your personality and the way you like to solve problems. Maybe you like to hunt for the hidden weakness that unravels the puzzle, or maybe you'd rather set the puzzles on fire. You can get through your school year specializing in whatever you like, there's no wrong choice. So don't worry about making the best choice, okay? Find your own way. Tell me about Professor Potsdam. He chuckles quietly. If you haven't met her yet, I don't think I should spoil the surprise. She's unique. Powerful though, don't doubt that. She's in control of everything that happens at Iris Academy, and she always has a reason for what she does. Even if sometimes it seems a little eccentric. Whatever else he was going to say is interrupted by a shriek of girlish outrage from the hall. Excuse me a minute. He leaves the room and I duck out after him. Several people are standing in the hall, 2 guys laughing, one plump blonde who looks like she'd rather be anywhere else, and one wet, angry redhead. I'm guessing these may be the rest of the Danson family, William's brother and sister. V, is that you? What happened? What happened was Donald and his new best friend. And a water balloon? You are such a dork. You're gonna be in so much trouble. What are you gonna do, urchin? Tell Mom on me? She's not here. No, but I am. Oh, come on, it was just a joke. Look at me, I'm soaked. Here, let me fix it. He holds out his hand and a gust of hot air blows through the corridor, evaporating away the droplets of water that clung to her hair. The other boy with Donald rubs his hand awkwardly through his hair. Sorry, okay? No harm done? Ugh, boys. Come on, Ellen, let's get out of here. Huh? Okay. You're coming, right, William? Actually, I'm supposed to be showing Charles around. Apparently with William's height in front of me, no one noticed I was there until now. Yeah, sure, just, let's look aloof. I lean back against the wall and let William handle this. This is Charles Wynn, Iris Academy's foreign exchange student. My brother Donald and my sister Virginia, and Luke Pfeiffer. Ellen Middleton, Horse Hall. Which is where we should be going. William looks at me, but it's obvious he'd rather go off with his sister and her friend. Go ahead, it's fine. Let's get some rest. I've had a long day with No, I need to get to know my neighbours. We're all hallmates, right? Right. Alright, but don't forget, you can come talk to me anytime if you have questions. With a few more farewells, he and the girls leave us alone. The blue-haired boy, Luke, tries to lean against the doorframe, but misjudges the angle and stumbles backwards. Luke, my man! Luke is the embodiment of, aspects of humanity. I don't know. Donald doesn't seem to notice. Sir Charles, right? How come my big brother's shepherding you around like a lost goose? The teachers made him do it. Besides, he's class president. Oh, that. Do geese have shepherds? They have goose herds. It's in the fairy tales. He turns his gaze back to me. Foreign exchange student, right? Where are you from? Illyria. Illyria? I don't want to give, it's far safer to stick close to the truth. Illyria? I've never heard of that. Most people haven't. I just shrug like it doesn't matter. Is it? So he's from Illyria. We're from Illyria? Interesting. So it's not... I mean, it's around, like, the Eastern Europe region. Probably near the Baltic, but also probably near... not Serbia, what am I thinking? Near Romania and such. So how come you're here at Iris Academy? I've always wanted to see America. Yeah, we're cool, aren't we? We sure are. If they made some special exchange arrangement with you, I'm guessing you're a born wizard, not a wild seed, right? Yeah. You? Wait, you must be if your brother and sister are here. I knew they were a magical family already, of course. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to know, since it was something Professor Graben had told me. But I'm wild seed and my twin brother's here, too. He's in Falcon Hall. Huh. Wild seeds. Magical kids born to non-magical parents happen all over the world, but they're very rare. Two in the same family is pretty much impossible from what my parents told me. Oh well, it's not really my business. Is your roommate here yet? Actually... I lead the guys into my room and begin my half-hearted excuse again. They seem nice enough, ordinary guys who like to have fun. I think this will work out. Yeah. Absolutely. Even though we're trying to not be flirty this time, we're trying to be something else, we should still make the effort to get to know everyone. The first thing I do when I open my eyes is try to roll out of bed, on the wrong side. Ow. Rubbing my nose, I switch directions and get to my feet without doing anything else stupid. And then I notice the time. I am late for orientation. Why didn't anyone wake me up? By the time I reach the gym, I can tell I'm too late. Laughing strangers push their way past me, already talking about what classes they should attend. Maybe there's a handout to sum up what I have missed. Ah, there you are, my little cuckoo! Waiting by the stage is an older witch in a floppy hat, with a flower and a bell. This must be the headmistress, Professor Potsdam. Welcome to Iris Academy, Charles Wynn. I hope you will find everything that you're looking for, including yourself. Please send my regards to your dear parents. Right. Now, we are off to a bit of a late start, aren't we? She presses her hands together and looks at me expectantly. I'll just say sorry. Sorry about that. It's all new to me. Well, no harm done this time. She pats me on the shoulder. I'm sure Mr. Danton can fill you in on anything you've missed. This orientation is likely to introduce new students to the 6 halls of Iris Academy. Oh, did we not read this one? 6 halls by gender and personality with the intent of helping students make friends by being near people who are similar to them. Horses and wolves tend to be brave, outgoing, and athletic. Butterflies and falcons are sociable, charming... Oh, okay, I understand. And then snakes and... Wait. But don't we have people in Toad Hall and Snake Hall of both genders? Do we have... Is Angela a part of Wolf Hall or is she a part of Horse Hall? I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait! Oh, wow! This codex keeps all of our things. Needs help with what? Member of the sports club needs help interacting with girls. Damian Ramsey? Otherworld Bloodline? Williams, wait. Corina Lee? Interest in books and poetry. Selected to serve as the Queen of the May for the final ball. Oh, okay. An owl witch professor at Iris Academy who teaches intermediate red and green magic, as well as monitoring the school gym. Despite that, she doesn't seem very interested. So, okay. I am suspecting that Isabella Van Brun is a possible relationship in this game. That would be amazing. I would like that. 3 kindred, anything else? Kamra. Devouring human souls? Yes, we've read that one. The Chooser. Okay, we're done. Now, you had better hurry up and plan your schedules for the week before all the seats are taken. Different sections run at different times. But you're only allowed to attend one class session per day. That way you'll have time to review and reflect on all that you've learned. There's no sense in rushing, and even less sense in wasting your time. Think about what you wish to accomplish. You can have a great many things if you put your mind to it, but not all at once. It sounds wise, but I'm not sure it means anything. Go on then, open up your diary and begin penciling in your schedule. With that, she leads me to it. Alright then, I guess it's up to me to choose my activities for the week. William said I should probably start by taking one class in each color of magic. That's probably a good idea, especially since I missed the orientation. Right now, I don't really know which color is which. That is correct, I don't know which color is which. But honestly, first I want to go to the gym, and then I'll start doing all these colors, okay? I should then also do white magic on the next week. But I want to do the gym, just to see. Oh, okay, we can't do that. That's fine. Okay, first week, we have to do this. Okay, I believe we've already... Hold on, I want to make sure that the skip scene messages. In skip mode, after choices stop skipping. What does network mean? Oh, okay. Got it. Return to game. We will skip this. Okay, we learnt... What did we learn? Spirit Sense. Got it. After class, I go for a walk to stretch my legs. Iris Academy does have a nice campus. The colour of the flowers shimmered gently in the sunlight. Oh, excuse my throat. Oh my goodness. Throat, you need to behave yourself. I see an older girl in Horse Hall, robes, crouching down next to one of the little hedge sections. She looked like she's talking to the plants. I don't know, maybe she is talking to them. It sounds like something Professor Potsdam might encourage. Paths lead away from the main quad into more secluded areas. There's some nice benches here in the shade of the trees. A nice place to sit and think while we get some fresh air. Beyond the trees, I can see some open grassy areas. People could play football out here, or at least throw a frisbee. Oh, here we go. As I'm walking along, something falls past my face, not close enough to hit me, but what was that? I look down and there's a single shoe lying on the ground. Does someone throw it at me? I look up. Over my head, a pair of black stocking-clad legs are wrapped around a tree branch. Only one foot still has its shoe, and above those legs, it is her. Is a girl in snake hole robes. Hello there. Did she not hear me? Try waving. I wave up to her. She nods at me, just a little, or else it was the branch swaying, hard to tell. Is everything okay up there? We're not really establishing communication. I bend down to pick up her dropped shoe. Do you want your shoe back? You have to give me a sign or I'll leave it here and go. Do you want me to give you your shoe? She stares at me for a moment, biting her lip. She nods vigorously twice and holds out her hand. I'll throw the shoe up. Heads up. I toss the shoe upwards and she snatches it out of the air. Good reflexes. Thanks. She speaks so quietly I almost didn't hear it. So she can talk after all. So, I'll see you around sometime? She looks up at me, then shrugs with just one shoulder, the key on her ear swaying. Okay then. Snake hole girls are weird. Alright, red magic class. Grabber. No chatter. We will skip this class. Oh, hold on, wasn't that, Oh, I thought I saw Manuel there. Probably Manuel. Cool. Blue magic. New spell? Alright, and what is this? Red magic. Diagnosis? Good. This is talking about black magic. Yep, there we go. Alright. Afternoon on a Friday. I'm relaxing in my room after a day of classes when I hear raised voices in the hallway outside. But it turns out I was right. What can I say? I'm an overachiever. This is not funny. Hey, it's no big deal. All I did was use a little magic to blow confetti in her hair. The confetti was on fire! That's what the water balloon was for. Anyway, you hate Angela. That's not the point. She notices me standing at the entrance to my room. Oh, my cat has found something interesting inside this bag. Now he is extremely disinterested in it. Very good. Good job, Tannis. Charles, right? What do you think about a guy who goes around setting girls' hair on fire? That's not what happened. It sounds a bit dangerous. No, I think I went with that one. I'm not taking sides. I'm staying out of this. Ugh. Look, I tested it on Luke first, okay? It's flash paper. It goes out in a second without the water. It wasn't dangerous. And Angela's a senior. If anything had gone wrong, she could heal it without even blinking. Double backup plan. If you're so clever, how come you got caught? What good is a prank without an audience? But now you're stuck in detention with Grabby tomorrow. So I won't have to see you all day. Ugh. She throws her hands up and walks away. Sorry about Urchin. She's spirited. Your sister's feisty. You're welcome to her. Don't think I've ever seen her interested in a guy or anyone really. So you got your work cut out for you. Not what I meant. Whatever. Who's Angela anyway? Oh, she's a senior in Butterfly Hall. Short red hair, kind of a prissy princess. You'd know her if you'd met her. And why did you try to set her hair on fire? If you'd met her, you'd know that too. Besides, it was only a little fire. So now Grabs will make me scrape up chewing gum with my toenails or something. I hear he's got a nasty imagination. He's not so bad, if you don't piss him off. Yeah, not gonna help. Besides, I need the windmill to tilt at. Oh, what? A big monster? An illusion? A tilting windmill is a monster? Nah, it's a reference. Sorry, your English is so good I forget it's not your first language. Maybe he's the one whose English is strange. You know, firstly, my nose is very blocked, and I don't know why. Secondly, I now understand what he meant by that. Your English is too good, maybe it's not your first language. Which means he uses a form of informal English, right? Very clearly. But our English is too good that we're used to like different grammatical structures. We're more high class, we're more well spoken, so we can't really, well, we as in the people from the point of view as the character. The character can't really understand because he's not used to the language that's being said. Not the English language, but the, you know what I mean, right? I hope. Anyway, I've heard that on Saturday mornings in America it is traditional for all people to watch cartoons. Of course there is no television or other low-world culture at a magic school, but I wonder if they might have some replacement set up to entertain the students. So okay, I missed this the first time around, but I do want to comment that if this were the case, like let's say you go to school and there is no television there or computers or anything or electronics, I think we would be a lot more social with each other. And of course that's not a controversial thought. There's been experiments and tests and theories and papers that go out on all of this type of thing, and they all say that modern society is the loneliest but yet most well-connected society. And that means we don't have much face-to-face interaction. Look! Like, take in case me. I'm not speaking to... Like, there's no one physically around me right now. There's a microphone in front of me. And I'm flailing my arms like a madman even though I don't have a webcam set up. And I don't want there to be a webcam set up because I don't want to reveal the fact that I am actually just a sentient ball of hair. Okay? Anyway. Back to the game. Of course there's no television. We've read this one. So when someone knocks on my door in the morning, I assume it's my hallmates coming to invite me for some fun. Hi! Oh, hello. Are you looking for someone? I'm looking for you. You are Charles Wynn, the foreign exchange student, aren't you? Yes. I'm so glad you're here. Our communities can become so insulated. It's so important to learn other viewpoints. I'm Minnie Cochran. I'm in Butterfly Hall. I wanted to stop by and offer you any help I could. I can take you all around campus, tell you about our customs. Are you from the student council too? Well, not yet. Wait, what do you mean too? Because I already have a... I hear the footsteps of someone else walking into our hall. Oh, you're good, you're up. Good morning. Making new friends? I'm not sure. I thought someone had sent her to be your replacement. Sent me? I'm not giving up my post that quickly. Minnie looks back and forth between us. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you'd been assigned an official guide. I was just trying to help. Hey, I'm sure he appreciates it. There'll be times when it's more convenient for him to talk to someone in his own class. So this butterfly girl is a freshman too? Well, if you two have business, I'll get out of your way. But please, feel free to talk to me if you need help with anything. Everyone's so helpful around here. With the professors and William and now Minnie, all the goodwill is almost exhausting. Maybe it's the American way. I will go and blow my nose for a moment. 1 second. Yeah, no, I don't feel like that actually did anything, and I feel like whatever it did will reset itself within the next 10 seconds. I can already feel it happening. Oh, but hey, this is what you have to deal with when you have a human body. I mean a sentient hair body. Yes, that's the joke I am going with right now. Anyway, bye for now. She waves and walks away. Nice girl. She is cute. Pretty cute, really. I wonder if she was ever... no, let's go very outgoing. She came up with a whole plan to help me when I'd never even met her. Scheming! Scheming! Effects tab like this show when the dialogue being affected by choices you made in the past. These choices shape your character's personality and experience. Okay, so we are a different personality. We are scheming now. Was she up to something? Trying to investigate me? Or just a nice girl who wants to help? If you hadn't stopped her, she would have dragged me around all day. There are worse things. William smiles and gives his head a little shake. Anyway, I need to give you a little bit of information about Saturday activities. I can't stay long. I have a lot to get done this weekend, but that part I'll tell you about on Monday. Okay. So, there are 2 major things you can do on the weekends that you can't during the rest of the week. First, there are shuttle vans to take the students to the local mall. It's not very big, but it's a change of pace. People out there like to go socialise and eat out. The space is shared with the locals, but there are a few spells set up to keep them from noticing anything unusual about the Iris Academy kids. Don't push your luck though. Even if there's no real damage, if you cause trouble, you'll definitely end up in detention. No showing off magic in public. Well, that's just common sense. There's also a shop for enchanted items. Things that'll boost your mana or your attunement to different colours and so on. Useful things. If you buy a charm, they'll help you learn spells faster. Oh, and speaking of which, he handed me a white paper envelope. There's no address on it, and it isn't sealed. Looking inside, I find a $5 bill. Your weekly allowance. The student council generally handles the distribution. $5 a week won't get you very far though, so save up if you want more options. A lot of students have no experience of handling money. Speaking of which, do you know what all the coins are? I can figure it out. They all have their values written on them, it's not that hard. Though it would help if the bigger ones were always worth more. Dimes don't make sense. What's the other major thing to do on the weekends? Practice. On weekends, there are simple training dungeons available. No real threats or puzzles, but you can walk around and practice spells in the field. There's a field in the dungeon? Not usually. In a real-world environment, instead of the classroom, you can see how your spells would work in an actual exam. And now, like I said, I do have a lot to organize this weekend, so I should be going. You can take the day to review on your own, or I could show you the way to the dungeons, or if you'd rather go to the mall, Donald can... He's got detention. Oh. I'm sure I can find my way. What do I want to do with my Saturday? Study. I think I'll go over my notes from the week and make sure I've got the basics down. There's time for other things later. Great. Alright, I may not see you tomorrow, so be prepared for me to wake you up early on Monday morning. What happens on Monday? You'll find out. He leaves and I go back to my room to study. During that, I was thinking, I'm not sure if my accent fits William, but I don't know any other accents, to be honest, so I'll probably just keep going with that. Again, 1 smart and 2 stress. When Donald returns to Wolf Hall, he does it with fanfare. Or at least with percussion. He drums his heels on the floor and spins in place like a tap dancer. Ha! You survived detention, huh? It was nothing. Seriously, I was expecting a lot worse from Grabs. He only made me write a paper. I told you, he's not so bad. Homework can still be torture. Nah, he's probably just warming up. Wasn't ready for me. Not a lot of people managed to get detention in the first week of school, you know. So, are you famous now? Infamous? Not yet. I mean, the great Williker once filled the entire cafeteria with a lake of cheese. That's infamous. Maybe if I could manage to get detention every single weekend. But with that many demerits, you'll get kicked out. Demerits? We know demerits already. So I think we shall skip this. Oh, hold on. Sometimes one or the other, no problem then. Anyway, if I kiss up to the teachers and get merits, it'll balance out. Make a game of it, you know? It'll be legend. I don't know, it sounds like too much work. If you want to make an impression on people, you have to put some effort into it. What do you think, Charles? Power is always worth the effort? No, you'd be giving yourself detention. I think I agree with Luke. If you have to do all these good deeds to bail yourself out, it's like having double detentions. No pain, no gain. Donald shrugs. Maybe I'll come up with a better plan later. I don't know, it's early days yet. Right, this has only been our first week after all. Alright, at midday I head to the cafeteria for lunch. I carry my tray of food to an unoccupied table end, but just as I start to sit down, someone else sets a tray across from me. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll sit somewhere else. No, it's fine. There's plenty of room. Have a seat, please. This girl looks familiar. I think she's Donald's sister's friend or something. What was her name? Ellen? Ellen, right? Right. You're Charles? You got it. Well, there's only one student from Europe here that I know of. But, you should sit down and eat your lunch. You too. Right. I think I'm making her nervous, but I'm not sure why. I haven't done anything. Maybe she's naturally timid? Seems weird for a Horse Hall girl, though. Speaking of Horse Hall, so, what sport do you play? Huh? I guess she wasn't expecting me to talk to her. Before I can apologize for interrupting her meal again, she beams at me. I like softball and volleyball. What's softball? It's like baseball, but the ball is... soft? Not really, but it's bigger and softer than a regular baseball, and it doesn't go as fast. What about you? What sports do I like this time? I like basketball. Are you any good? Not really. I have no idea what to talk about with this girl. Maybe I should just eat my lunch and stop trying to be friendly? Hey, Ellen! Donald's sister slides in next to the other girl. I was just talking to Pastel, and she was saying how most of the wild seeds in this year's class are girls again. Apparently it's been happening that way for a while. I don't know. So you see, you're part of a hot new trend. Yeah. Are you gonna eat those? Without waiting for an answer, she starts eating chips off her friend's plate. Hey, it's fine, I wasn't hungry. She never finishes her lunch. Don't talk with your mouth full. You're getting crumbs everywhere. I guess she's less timid when she's talking with other girls. I wonder if most wild seeds are female in general or if it's just at the school. You don't know? Shouldn't there be records somewhere? Probably, but you can't tell while they're still students. A lot of wild seeds drop out. Drop out? They're falling down? Drop out of school. They quit. They don't graduate. And then they aren't magical anymore, as if they never had the choice. A wild seed who chooses not to be magical anymore has her power and memories taken away, so that he can't betray the existence of magic to anyone else. I can't understand how anyone would choose to give up on magic. Lots of reasons. They get homesick, they miss TV, they don't like our rules, or they screw up in class too much and flunk out. Ellen will never have that problem. She's a huge nerd. She didn't even want to go to the mall yesterday. She wanted to stay at home and study, can you believe it? Actually, so did I. Really? Sure, it's important to get off to a good start. Right. Ugh, boring, boring, boring. She grabs the last chip from Ellen's plate and stands. I'm gonna go for a walk. See ya. Ellen sighs quietly as Virginia exits. Sorry. What are you sorry for? Nothing, I guess. Have a good day. She takes her tray and exits. Alright. So. Yep. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. This is the first episode back in Magical Diary Wolf Hall. We are, what are we doing? We're doing another path. And, based on that interaction I just had here, it's starting to make me want to go more towards Ellen. But, we'll see how it goes. Will it be Ellen or will it be Minnie? We're not quite sure. Maybe it'll be someone else. Maybe it'll be Donald. I don't know. We'll see how it happens. But, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and I will see you next time. Take care.